In today's episode of Behind the Vlog, we're in Ouray, Colorado, here with Dewey Jones and Colorado Mallcrawlers. Let's go off-roading with Dewey. I think so.
Yeah, we'll see.
How was that water crossing for you this time?
We got everything filmed that time. It's fun for me to kind of try to get cool angles that other people won't be willing to get. So I get a little bit wet sometimes, but I know tonight I'm going to be at my home, be able to take a shower, wash my clothes, so it's not that big of a deal. I will be changing out my socks at the bottom now.
Yeah, I jumped in a little bit and got my feet wet, but hey, it's all for the video.
Yeah. All right, it's recording. We got that recording, and then I'll use this thing, which is still very wet. But we'll just keep it kind of ready, primed. Actually, I'll have you, if you can, hold it over there for now, because I'll get in a second. All right, guys. So Zach and Richard have taken off. They went to channel 18, so they won't be on 17, but they're gonna message us if they encounter anything. So we'll have a little bit of a heads up, but we're really excited. We're gonna try to film engineer really well. These guys all live on the western slope, so we can actually spend a little bit more time out here getting some good footage. So that's what we're gonna be doing. All right, and I'll take that from you. Get you actually working, and there we go. That could be a cool angle.
Yeah.
Except they're kind of far away, so we're gonna go a little fast. Now, can't go too fast. That's how you break stuff.
What gear are you riding in right now?
First and four-wheel drive high.
All right.
If I was in four-wheel drive low and first, we would be way back
Screaming,
there. Yeah, well, it's super slow. The first gear and low holds you back. This is the only way I can kind of keep up with them. And keeps the RPMs kind of low, so I kind of hope that it's less on the gas, especially going downhill. But
yeah, and one of the other guys had mentioned on the radio that it seemed a little rougher going down than coming back up.
Yeah, usually going down is a little bit rougher because you can't see it.
Because you're moving a little faster, right?
Yeah, going down is easier, but like you can't always see, and you know, at least when you're going up, you're climbing up stuff, you can see, oh man, okay, that's a little chewed up. I'll just take it nice and slow. Here you kind of get surprised by it, so. Now we can get those shots that I was trying to get. One bad thing about GoPro is it distorts some perspectives. So it usually makes off-road obstacles look a lot less than they are. Luckily, most viewers know that now, but that's why I'm really trying to get that Panasonic into play because that takes a really good video and it's a bit more realistic looking.
All right, Dewey, so you were saying that the other night that you have a like a members aspect of your channel. How does that work?
Yeah, I never really wanted, I'm not doing this for money. I never really wanted to do a Patreon or a membership, but I had some friends that were pushing me because I spend a lot of my own money on the channel. So we started a channel membership, and at first I was pretty against it, but I like it now because what I do on there is I release kind of unedited or quick edit videos on stuff that's not like the trail guides. The trail guides take a ton of editing, and on the memberships I'll make a video like of me just driving around for fun, checking out campsites, and I'll show them the campsites. Some of the campsites we may use in a future trail guide, and in that trail guide I will show people that, but you know, maybe some of them we don't use, but at least someone that watches that video could be like, oh, it's not the best video, it's just me talking, and usually showing some images of whatever I find. And I do different things, like I buy my own gear, so I'll review gear and stuff like that, and I just try to give stuff that I think would be useful, even if it isn't the best video.
Okay. Now, do you have AdSense? Do you get paid for a lot of these?
That's how we've made money on the channel, pretty much from about a year on. It took about a year to get monetized. Okay. But that's the only way that that's really the only thing I've monetized with the channel. So I don't do sponsors, I don't do anything else. We just do AdSense. And AdSense is really actually pretty good if a video does well. Right. Like, I mean, some videos will make 50 bucks and then others will make over $1,000. And it's weird how it works. It's very erratic. So I guess I see why, you know, other YouTubers have to do sponsors and all that kind of stuff to support themselves. But, you know, Are you for sponsorship, or is it something you're trying to stay away from? Well, we get sponsorship offers all the time. I'm pretty against it. My background comes from healthcare, and in healthcare, we used to have pharmaceutical companies come to us and they would give us free products, give us trips, and really wine and dine us. And we found out that influenced the way that we practiced healthcare. And in my opinion, like, YouTube is not healthcare, but I don't want to have any bias in what I recommend or who I work with. So if I ever do get sponsors, it's going to be someone or a product that I like. Like, I haven't reached out to them, but I really like Best Top. I used to not, because their prices are pretty high, and I was like, a soft top should not be $1,200, but I'm starting to get it because I needed some customer service from these guys, and I was able to get onto their customer service, found out that their customer service is based in Colorado. Oh. So it's cool that it's local Coloradians working for Best Top and helping with customer service, and they actually took care of me and actually got me where I could use this thing for this trip. And I think that's really awesome, and I'm probably going to give them a shout out in this video even without sponsorship or anything, but I'm going to reach out to them because my TJ needs a top, and I think we could work on a partnership, both being Colorado companies. But most likely they're going to be like, you're too small. You know, we're Best Top, we've been around forever, but it's worth a shot. But that's really the only way I do it. I do get, my emails are completely full with sponsorships, all the normal that these other guys do. EcoFlow, Set Power, Bouge RV, all these ones. And I prefer buy it, and then if I like it, I'll tell my subscribers. Yeah.
You know, I've found with my channel, because I'm so small still, that if I don't at least reach out, then I'm losing out. So, for instance, I've reached out to a lot of content creators, and a lot of them will either ignore me, or they may reach out and say, hey, great idea, I don't know about now. But it's when people like yourself, and I truly appreciate it, and everybody leave a comment and thank Dewey Jones for doing this with me. But I'm saying that, you know, we get a few of these, you know, content creators that do want to work with me and my channel and my vision and what I want to do, that it will grow.
Well, it sounds like an amazing idea, man. Like, I'm always fascinated by how people make videos, how they do it, the behind the scenes of things. I think it's cool. I don't think my behind the scenes is anything special, but I love seeing other people. So maybe more people, the more you put out, the more you'll get, and
Right.
that'd be really cool because I would love seeing how all these people make their videos.
So what was your favorite video that you made? And not necessarily the first one, but you know, because we're all sentimental to the very first one we made.
Yeah.
But what's like your favorite?
I don't
one?
even like my first one.
No?
But my favorite one is actually it's a trail. It's a trail that is I need to redo the video for it because there's some land use issues with it. But it's Barber Fork, and I did it with these awesome women wheelers. But as fun as that was, I wasn't even driving on it. I wanted it to be, you know, just showcasing, you know, awesome women off-roaders. But what made that video special for me is I dedicate it to my niece, my goddaughter, who I lost relatively recently. That's why that video is special. It wasn't even, I don't even think it has, I don't know, it didn't do as well as it should, but it's still my favorite video because it's the one that my niece was in, you know. And if she was still around, I may be reaching, but I kind of think she would have helped me with this channel, at least in some regard, because she was an adventurous soul.
All right, so what's the title of that? So anybody that's watching my vlog right now, please go over to his channel.
You're gonna have to put it in there because I'm not even sure what title we used for it.
Right.
You know, it's.
You know what I'll do is I'll look for it and I'll add it right now.
Hey there, my name is Dewey Jones. I'm the bad host of this YouTube channel. Now today is a special trail guide that I am really excited for. Today we are gonna let some lady off-roaders show us how it's done, and I am pretty excited because this trail is no joke. It's gonna be a lot of fun and it's gonna be a great one. I will not be wheeling. I am just focusing on shooting a great video for you guys. But this one is, I'm not big on dedications, but I am going to be dedicating this one to my niece. She lost a fight with cancer, but I was certain she was going to be an awesome off-roader one day too. She loved my Jeeps and she told me she was going to get one day. So this one's going out to Samantha. But as usual, I am talking way too much. Let's hit the trail. Let's go out there and I'm going to show you this amazing trail that's close to Denver. So let's go.
All right, so there it is, guys. I just added a little bit of it, just a glimpse of the video he was talking about. Yeah, this is such a great trail here. I mean, and I know this really wasn't on our radar when we first came by here. We're like, hey, let's go on up here.
It was on my radar.
Okay.
I just didn't know if we had time to explore it with, you know, even though we're doing a trail like the Alpine Loop you can do in one day, but we're kind of spreading it out over 2.5 days. Still, with spreading it out, filming it, finding campsites and all that, I wasn't sure if we were actually going to be able to get down here and see this amazing trail. So it looks like Will has led us astray. So we will have to make a U-turn in here.
That camp we hit last night was a 5 of 5 rating, wasn't it?
I thought so. I really love the expansive views, but that's what's amazing about camping is, you know, different sites are spectacular to different people. Some people like these sites that are in the trees where you don't have the views, and then other people like me, I love being able to wake up and look at an amazing mountain vista.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, and I thought being in that valley, granted, we were more exposed, so, you know, with the rain last night, it makes it a little bit tough, but I thought that was a great camp.
Yeah. All right, we parked here for a second. We're just gonna continue on with this. So you just this past winter, you were living out of a campsite with a camper. Is that correct? Or
no? Well, I was actually dispersed camping. So since April of 2023, my main job is I'm a railroader, and I became a locomotive engineer. And with that, even though I've been with the railroad for about 10 years, I lost all my seniority by getting that promotion, and that means that my railroad can send me wherever they want within Colorado. So I figured, you know, let's move into the camper, and the railroad can send me wherever. and that's kind of how I've done it. So wherever the work was needed, that's where I went.
Where have you been an engineer? Is it just Colorado, or have you been to other states as well?
Yeah, the way that the seniority works at my railroad, it's based only on Colorado. We basically have Denver and Rio Grande seniority, so we cover that territory. So I can work in Denver, Pueblo, LaSalle, Phippsburg, which is near Steamboat Springs, and Grand Junction.
And kind of jumping back into the four-wheeling, so obviously your channel's Colorado Mallcrawlers, but where else have you been four-wheeling? I wanted to ask this before and I completely forgot, but I know you had said that it was Tennessee, wasn't it? Or even Japan. You were just recently there.
Yeah, so I've been a Jeep owner, and by nature of being a Jeep owner, I've been an off-roader for over 20 years. I think maybe 25 years. I'm not very good with my numbers, but I've been in Jeeps for a long time. And I've wheeled Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, a whole bunch of off-road parks in the East, Colorado, Utah. I'm starting to go even further. I'd like to wheel in California, but the furthest I've been off-roading is Japan. And that was just recently, and that's something I want to start doing more because I have pretty excellent flight benefits thanks to my mom. So I'd like to take that advantage and see how other countries off-road. I think it's very similar to us. I mean, these are normal county forest roads, and that's what they have, but you still need a four-wheel drive to get through them. And to me, that's fun because then I get to see the beauty of their country from the way that I like to see it, a vehicle.
That's really cool. I mean, yeah. And it's endless, too. You could really go anywhere in four-wheel.
Yeah.
Hey guys, well, you know what? We're stopped here now. I think that's probably it for our conversation. That's not it for our adventure for the rest of the day. I may get some more filming, but Dewie, I really appreciate you doing this with me.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming out. I know it's really tough, especially having to coordinate with other people. And since I usually don't have a ride, like most of the stuff that I have on in this front seat with me is in the back right now, but we were able to make it work out. We have great crew here. You've been riding with Walt a lot.
Yeah,
he's been in a lot of videos. He's a great dude. So
yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we just came onto a rock slide we had heard about. I'm going to get a little narration from Dewie here. He's going to talk about this rock slide. We had just heard about it yesterday or the day before.
Walter's out there without his crutches on around.
Why did they do that?
Tumbling right down.
I should have told Will.
Yeah. They did a great job clearing it, but it looks like it was pretty loose. Mostly like soft.
Yeah, you can see just the bulldozer track like that.
Yeah.
That's as wide as it is.
Looks like it came down from down there. But yeah, you gotta love these crews. I mean, these crews are so good at keeping these trails, these roads open. Because these roads aren't just, our pleasure trails. Like, these trails help people get from Lake City to Ouray a lot quicker. So, in addition to being used for scenery and all that stuff, it's used for actual transportation between the mountain towns.
We got another drone shot here by Dewie. I don't know if you can see the drone. It's hovering right here in front of us. It's getting us coming around this corner. All right. There we go. That'll be a great shot.
Yeah, that'd be really cool looking. Even if he just flips it around 180 then and gets us going up this way too, that'll look really cool.
Right.
All right, we'll put up here.
Just to fill you guys in on what we're planning on doing, we suggested that Dewie probably head out maybe 50 yards out that way into the valley and then get the drone facing us and showing us all coming by on this ledge here. I think that'd be a great shot.
Walter, hold up there. I'll get the drone looking back. That's what you want, right? Where it's looking back?
Or more like just perpendicular. So if you fly it just like straight out and then have it looking at us, so we're kind of going like across the screen.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Let me see if I can get that doing or get it to do that.
Those shots do look good where it's really obvious you're on a shelf road.
Getting us coming right around the corner. You could probably just barely nick it with your mirror.
Yeah, I'll give a little high five.
That's gonna be a good shot. That'll be cool.
That'd be really cool.
Oh, here comes his buddy. Here comes his buddy. What's up, fellas? I see you. Oh, you got a whole bunch of them. I see you hiding in there, bro. That's cool.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe just up to the left, almost just around the corner, kind of looking uphill. That might be kind of cool.
Oh,
or I would
yeah.
say whatever you think, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was more of an obstacle that was going to get individuals. Will you tell them everyone just together?
Oh yeah,
On
yeah.
the radio?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, so Dewey's gonna run up here. He's gonna get a shot of us coming around this little chunky section here.
And yeah, whenever you guys are at it, I'll just roll through together, because it'll be a good shot.
This may be hard on everybody's eyes here trying to watch this. So we'll just definitely go to Dewey's channel and watch this footage because I'm probably going to cut this. Yeah, he was. That's true.
Over towards a few inches too on a run. I think I did the same thing. I didn't mean to, and my tires just flew towards them. It was weird. No, I definitely didn't mean to.
Yeah, it's a cool little bit. Definitely keeps your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road, that's for sure.
All right, guys, man, we had an amazing adventure. I want to thank Dewey Jones, the rest of the guys on this trip here, Colorado Mallcrawlers. We had a great time. Thank you for checking out this channel. Definitely check out Dewey's channel as well, Colorado Mallcrawlers. And hey, guys, remember, there are millions of content creators. We're going to try to meet them all. Why not? All right, guys, take care. Peace out. All right, guys, hey, I just wanted to say this is the end of the vlog. I just wanted to add this. It was something I was thinking of doing. I thought, what the hell, why not? We're going to call this story time. So, welcome to story time. I want to kind of go ask a content creator, kind of like, give me some story, something that maybe other people don't know about you or something. It could be totally off the wall, may have nothing to do with your channel at all. So given the fact that we've been camping, I'm just gonna tell a quick little story of a camping experience I had, and I thought it was funny. Anyway, so it was probably 10 years ago. I went up camping by myself. Living in Los Angeles, it gets a little hectic. I had to get away. I went up to San Gabriel Mountains. I go up into the mountains there. Now, I knew I was going to camp for the weekend. I had my TJ with me. I went up into the hills. I didn't have a specific campsite. I went into town, and I knew that you probably had to pay for a site. And I didn't bring any cash on me on that time, so I thought, well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go scout around, see if I can find something, kind of go off the grid. And I found an area that it had a fallen log, and it was up in the trails area. And I thought, I'm going to go take a quick peek. So I pulled off, I hopped over the log, and I looked, and I could see a little space that looked as if I could probably hide the Jeep there where no one would see me. So I pulled the sway bar disconnects, put it into 4 low, literally went over the log, and I kind of tucked it in the back, right? So I set up my tent. I literally just had brought a tent, a sleeping bag, and a book. And so it was such a great day. I went out, did a little hiking, I read my book, I came back, started getting a little dark. So now this is October, so it's getting dark a lot earlier. And I climb in the tent, zip it up, it's starting to get dark. I do a little reading. I thought, okay, you know what, I think I'm finally going to go to sleep now. So I go to sleep, and it was pitch black when I went to sleep. So I heard something that rustled that kind of woke me up. Okay. I didn't know what it was. Someone had their flashlight aimed right at my tent, and it scared the crap out of me. And all these thoughts are going through my head. Is it a ranger? Is it another camper that found me? And they didn't move, and they just stood there. And my heart was beating out of my chest. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to confront them? Am I going to say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm here? I didn't say anything. So I started to unzip the tent slow, and I quickly looked out, and it was a full moon. It was a full moon on the side of the tent, and I was like, oh my God, you're an idiot, Matt. And it was just one of those things where I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, so that's my little breaking the ice stupid story that I wanted to share. What did you have, Dewey? Do you have anything that's stupid?
Well, you said off the wall.
Yeah, tell me something off the
I'm
wall.
not a very good storyteller, but when I was younger, I used to race jet skis, and I wanted to get some practice jet skiing. Couldn't get the jet skis to start. So my parents were like, well, let's not ruin the day. Let's go out in the water. And we had a little boat. And so we're going out to the boat. I'm in a bad mood, because I wanted to practice jet skiing. We get out there, we're getting the boat all ready, and all of a sudden, just one massive explosion happened. I'm on the back part of it. I get blown 20 feet off the boat. Luckily, in the next slip, there was nothing else there. And I had all the hair burnt off of my lower legs, on my arms. And that's like the craziest off-the-wall story I ever had. I ended up going to the ER. Everything was fine. Everybody on the boat was fine. Luckily, my mom wasn't inside the cabin, or she would have been hurt. And my dad was on top. So everyone was fine. Just boat blew up.
How old were you?
Probably 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe 18.
Wow,
yeah.
What a story.
It's the only off the wall I really could. My buddy tells that story way better than I
does
do.
he?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, and something real quick. So the last guy I worked with, his name was Sean Murphy. Okay. And it's just something that I had thought of on the spur of the moment. Baseball fan, collect the baseball cards. There was a player by the name of Sean Murphy, so I gave him a card of Sean Murphy, and he's like, man, this is something you should do. This is really cool. Yeah. So I have a gift for you for doing this with me. So come around here. This is for Dewey. It's just something I'd thought of. Go ahead. Those are for you. Pop those open. Tell me what you. Tell me if you. I feel like if there's something I want to do is just get like a gift. You had said that you had this, and here, let me grab that real quick. So, I knew your Jeep was yellow. Yeah. I wanted to get something, whether you use them or not. It's just little accessories that go inside your Jeep. I'm trying to think
where this one goes.
I think this is the one in the back where the air is. Okay. Okay, there's that one. Okay. And then check it out. You've got some that are for the grill. Now, after looking, if you take a look, he's got a bunch of red in there. But I wanted to get some yellow because your Jeep was yellow.
Yeah. Oh, it's very cool, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. You didn't have to do that, though.
Yeah, you know, it's something I kind of want to do now. I want to do this, you know, like a little gift for, you know, everybody that I work with. And it gives me a chance to kind of get to know the person as well. And, you know, I got to know you and I appreciate it. And so there you go, man.
Well, dude, I really appreciate that. I didn't even know they made this stuff for the JL. That's,
Yeah.
I have some of this for the TJ.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't know they made this for the JL.
Well, let's hope it fits.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, it's in the trash can tomorrow.
I know, it's very cool. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I
you're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Yeah. No problem at all.
Sweet.
Cool. Thanks again, man.
All right, dude. Thank
Appreciate
you,
it. Yeah.
man.
All right, and that's it. We're ending this. Come back for another one.